Stay tuned to see how to lower your energy bills by insulating your hot water heater with a super sexy jacket just like this.
The first thing you want to do is, in a nice clear space, take the insulated jacket out of the bag and unroll it on the floor. You'll see there's some tape here that you can just set off to the side. Okay, here I'm holding the jacket up to my hot water heater and I'm just kind of rolling it around the outside to fit it. Now you want to take this tape that they supply you with and cut 9 pieces about 5 or 6 inches long. You're going to use 5 of these to tape the seams of the jacket together. You want to start with one at the top, one at the middle, and then one at the bottom, and then go back between those and put one between the top and the middle and one between the middle and the bottom. Now you want to pull the jacket flush with the top of the hot water heater and use the other 4 pieces to tape it to the top of the hot water heater. Use the remaining length of tape to tape the long seam on the jacket. Whether you have an electric hot water heater or a gas heater, you're still going to need to cut some openings to get to the thermostats or the burner. So here on my electric heater, I'm feeling out the area where the top element is, and I'm just going to use a pocket knife to cut through the jacket, cut through the insulation, and I want to pull out this little plug. Now I'm taking duct tape and I'm just going to kind of wrap this cutout area to make sure it doesn't tear anymore and that the insulation doesn't come falling out all over my basement. After I did an initial wrap of the cut edges, I did a secondary piece that kind of taped it to the hot water heater itself. This made a nice opening to get to the door for the element. To make insulated covers for the doors to my heating elements, I'm using this foil bubble insulation. I've got a link to it in the description below. It's nice and thin, it's cheap, it's easy to cut, and it'll make a great door cover. Couple pieces of duct tape and I've got the top heating element door cover insulated, and I can easily remove this piece to get to the element if I need to change it. Now I just have the bottom to do. Now it's time to insulate the top. I'm going to start off by measuring the diameter. I'm right at about 21 inches. And I've got this foil-backed bubble insulation that I use for making my doors, and I just want to tape it down to the table and mark out the center of my circle. So it's going to be like 10.5 inches for a 21-inch diameter circle, and I'm going to make a little X there. And I'm also marking the outside edges, so the 0 mark and the 21-inch mark, so I kind of know where the edges of my circle are and where the center is. Next, I'm going to just use my tape measure and my thumb to make like a big compass, and I'm going to pivot around my thumb with my marker at the end of the tape measure and draw a 21-inch circle. Now with a pocket knife I can easily cut out the cover for the top of my heater, and I'm almost ready to install it. Now you've got the supply and return pipes going into the top of your heater, so you got to slit this top cap for those. So I measured how far over it is, I made my mark where the pipe is, and now I'm just going to make a long slit from one edge all the way up to that mark. And the last thing I have to do is make a cut in this cap for the power supply to my heater. So I'm just going to kind of temporarily position it, mark where the wire goes through, and then I'm going to slit it. Alright, now let's fit this baby on here and see how she fits. Looks like a great fit. And now it's just time to tape it in place, and we're almost done. I'm just going to go around the top with some duct tape and tape it to the jacket. Since I'm insulating my hot water heater, I figured I'd go ahead and insulate the pipes coming from my heater to the rest of my house. These insulating pipe wraps are pretty cheap and pretty easy to install. You can basically just hold them up and mark where you need to cut with your pocket knife and cut right through them and stick them on.
All right, I earned some relaxation in the hot tub. So let me know in the comments below if this video was helpful, if you're gonna insulate your hot water heater. And if you liked it, hey, give me a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.